Hello and welcome to Ellen Ruth Soap. It's Ellen back here and we're diving right into the soap today. I'm making a soap, I'm going to call it Gilded Rose. And the fragrance for the soap today is fresh cut roses from Be Scented. And this smells really nice. I am not a particular rose fan, but this smells really nice. It's very fresh, it is very floral, but it's not cloying or perfumey smelling. I think it's really, really nice. The test run on it said it didn't cause acceleration. It does have a little bit of discoloration to tan. It doesn't rise, supposedly. I've never used it before. We're going to give it a try today. So that's the fragrance. What I did was I had a little extra soap batter. These are cold process roses I put in a little mold, and then I came through with my little dusting brush. I just poured, it's a pink mica was in the soap batter, and so I came over the tops. Since this is a gilded rose, I wanted a shimmery top. First I dusted them with a little bit of firefly yellow with my little brush, and then I came in on top of that with some shimmer gold mica, and that's how I did the tops on these little flowers to get this look, and I think they're so pretty. So those obviously are going to be going down on the top of this soap today. So for the colors, I will be doing a bottom layer, and I'm going to use, this is called a frosting comb. If you look for these, I'll leave a link for them down below. Frosting comb, I want to do a layer and then do a mica line with my shimmer gold mica to kind of tie in the gilded theme. So we'll have a mica line and then just do an in the pot swirl on the top layer. So for the rose pink, I'm going to use, it's called a fairy tale pink mica. I think that's really pretty. And it won't be quite this vibrant because I have put some titanium dioxide in my lye solution, so it will lighten this up just a little. But anyway, that will represent my rose color pink. Then I will do a little bit of my firefly mica from Nurture Soap, which is such a pretty, it's got a little shimmer to it. So we'll just do an in the pot swirl with these, and I'm also going to pull off a little to do some leaves on the sides of my roses. I have here, this is an Atiko 352 leaf tip is what I'm going to use to put leaves down. For the green color on my leaves, I will use pine mica from Be Scented. So I may use a portion of that in the swirl too, just to kind of bring all the colors in the body of the soap and then, you know, represent it on the top. So that is going to be the gilded rose portion. Let me see, I'm going to do goat milk and oil method. I've got everything here. I'm going to go ahead and let's get all of our additives into the oils, and then we'll get on to making soap. All right, it's time to put the additives in here. So I have water discounted for my goat milk, so that's going in to the oils. And then I've got my kaolin clay, 2 tablespoons of kaolin clay, and 2 tablespoons of colloidal oats. And I got these little dry storage containers at Dollar General. Yeah, I think it was, yeah, the Dollar General. And they were like $3.50 for this container, and it came with the little scoop. So that's where these containers are from. So let me get this blended in and let them sort of sit and absorb while I get the lye solution finished cooling off, and we'll come back and start with our first layer of soap. It's time to add my lye solution. So I have, this is my water discounted distilled water with cane sugar dissolved in it. Then I snipped up my tussa silk fibers, added my lye in, heated up, and it melted the silk. Then it has sodium lactate, and I did put about a half a teaspoon of titanium dioxide, water-soluble TD, in here to keep things on the lighter side. I do have my TD bottle off to the side that I may add a little bit more, and the way I pre-mix this is 1 part water-soluble TD to 2 parts water, and then it has little marbles in there to help mix it up, and then I do add a little preservative in there. If I'm not going to be using this within a couple of days, I'll put a little Optifen in there per the volume. So anyway, that's how I have this all pre-blended. I like to have it on the ready. When I add it to my lye solution, I add the dry titanium dioxide in here, and then the pre-mixed is for adding into colors. Hope that all made sense. Anyway, let's get this in here. And I'm just going to get to a very, very light, or just emulsion, not even a light trace, and then I will pour off for my bottom layer and get it, I'll blend that really well to get a nice thick trace on the bottom layer. And I will add the fragrance as we go because I've not worked with it before. So here is my pink ready for the bottom layer, and it's already dispersed in a little bit of water just to make it mix easier. So I'm just going to blend and buzz just a little here, and you'll see it morph from this creamy color to more of a beige, and that's just the lye reacting with the goat milk, which is very normal. Actually, you might not see it because of the titanium dioxide in there. There's one reason you might not see it. All right, we've got emulsion, so now I'm going to pour off for my bottom layer here, and then I will blend that really well. I'll add a little fragrance, blend it really well, and get it poured in the mold. So let me hop my stick blender over here. There we go. Set that off to the side. And tapping it just burps out any of the air that's trapped in the bell of the blender. Here's my fragrance. I'm going to eyeball a little bit of that in there. And let's get this blended up and poured. right, it's the next day, and I just wanted to show you the little molds that I used for those roses. These are from Wilton. You can get these in like a cake decorating aisle. I got them on Amazon, and I will leave a link down below. But anyway, that's the little flower mold that I used on top here. So let's get in here and see how the inside came out. This fragrance smells fantastic today. This did go through gel phase last night, and I'm really anxious to see. I don't think I broke through that bottom layer. I'm really hoping that I didn't, but there's only one way to find out, and that's let's get in here. I've got the lovely Olga set up. I got my wires all tightened, and I cannot wait to get in here. So it looks like I didn't break through that mica line. Loving the colors. Very anxious to get these cut into bars and see what we've got going on here. So, and again, this is a really, really nice floral fragrance, and I am not a floral fan, but this is just very pretty. It's feminine. It doesn't smell perfumey, if that makes sense. It just smells very nice. All right. Oh, these are pretty. Loving the tops. Very happy with these. Gilded Rose. Yeah, that's kind of what it evokes in my mind when I look at this. And in the pot swirl, that is a pretty intricate swirl, and I had a good trace going on too, so I'm glad I didn't pour it when it was too liquidy. Sometimes when you do it in the pot swirl, if you don't have a thick enough trace, it can get muddied, and this even did muddy up a little, but I actually really like how muted it is. You know, when you see roses that have multicolors, I'm kind of trying to think of that. Love it. So this, I went over it again, and I don't think I had my frosting comb straight when I went over. I think I bonked a few of these off sideways, but they're still pretty, and you can see that shimmery mica line, so it's all good. These are lovely. If you want to give somebody roses that they can use more than once, consider one of these. It's like a bouquet in a soap.